Sadly, this video is not going to be a happy-go-lucky one. When I post this video tonight on Twitter, it's going to only go to a few select people, not the usual tagging of my Twitter followers that I love, by the way. It's going to go to a certain select few that I think it necessary that they also hear, because I feel very strongly on this. Because I have a voice and I have an opinion, and I have every right to say what I want to say. It's going to go to Jon Favreau, probably Gina Carano, definitely Clownfish TV, Ryan from RK Outpost, Jay from Drunk 3PO, Stephanie B from Geeks and Gamers, Steph from My Nerdy Home, and of course, it's going to go to you, Mr. Pedro Pascal. I would like to take the opportunity to share an opinion, because I know opinions don't matter unless they fall in line with your own. You said something stupid. You posted a picture of something asinine and just completely unnecessary about people that want to vote for Trump. People are allowed to have opinions. People are allowed to have difference of opinions. And if people have a brain in their skull, they're allowed to accept the other's opinion graciously and respectfully, and as always, shake hands at the end of the day and always remain friends. So she called you out, man. She's probably a big fan of yours. You don't know. Probably loved watching The Mandalorian. Probably loved your character, Viper, in the Game of Thrones series. Probably one of your biggest supporters. And you turned the tides against her with your followers and your Twitter mob because she had a difference of opinion. That she couldn't maybe understand why you posted what you posted. And we all seen the picture. Ryan from RK Outpost did a live stream on this and put his voice and his opinion very strongly behind his live stream. Very much so. And had every right to do so. But did you even think to realize what was going to happen when you retweeted her thoughts or her comments? You sent a mob after her, basically. Literally sent a mob after this poor young lady. That was probably one of your biggest fans. Let that sink in. How would you feel if you were a young boy and you met your biggest hero from movie and television stars or whatever, and they just treated you like dog shit? I mean, how would you really feel about that? Now, I don't really think that you'd care, but let's go back to when Pedro Pascal was a fanboy and that loved movies and TV that got you into acting. Let's go back to that Pedro Pascal. Let's actually think about what that little boy would have felt and thought of if somebody that he admired trashed him. You can't do this. Favreau, you're out there trying to make Star Wars great again with the acquirements of Disney, saying, hey, look, I think you're off track. Let me help you get back on what Star Wars really is in our hearts. And Favreau, you're trying to do this, man, and believe me, we get it. Not many of us liked the Chapter 10 episode, but it was still Star Wars, man. We know there have to be filler episodes here and there. We get it. It's not a big deal, man. But yo, we all understand that you're trying to make this great again. You're trying to really breathe life into Star Wars that's dying on a table on life support. And when one of your employees and one of your cast members comes out and bashes people just because of their different opinions of political views, voting for Trump, calling us Nazis, it's a huge turnoff. And you're going to lose more fans. Star Wars is going to be a dead brand if this continues. People on Twitter, on YouTube, monitor Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. His Twitter is gone. Josiah Rises, his YouTube channel is demonetized because of his opinion. He hasn't come out and said he wanted to burn things down if Biden was elected. Nobody does that. We have brains, we have hearts, we have souls, and we have continuity of thinking where we can understand and respect people's opinions and their different views, but not lose friendships over it. Disney and Lucasfilm, why don't you monitor your own employees and your own actors and actresses and inside Lucasfilm and Disney employees and say, hey, look, man, we're trying to make money. and we're trying to, I don't know, make Star Wars better again so we can have said money, and you're out there bashing people, it's got to stop or you're fired. It's got to stop. That poor girl has been mobbed by your followers, Pedro Pascal, on Twitter just because she called you out with something stupid you said. And you know something else, man? You have every right to say what you want to say. But you're a part of a brand and you're a part of a company that's trying to produce good Star Wars characters and stories, and you're doing nothing but bashing on it. And the Fandom Menace notices this. And you're just going to do nothing but turn us off. And I'm sure you're thinking, oh, you don't give a shit and you don't care. Well, guess what? The people that want to make the money behind this, they do care. And maybe they should monitor your channel or your Twitter feed a little bit more closely. Because what you're saying and what you're doing to someone you don't even know, who's probably one of your biggest fans, and bashing them and mocking them with your tweet and emojis with it, you're wrong. And it's not right. And you should be the bigger man and find brain one in that skull and probably, I don't know, a little bit of heart and soul and care and that thing you call a heart in your chest, and apologize for what you did to Steph in Minority Home. And all your rhetoric that follows you on Twitter should maybe kind of back off a bit. Favreau, clean up your house, man. You're trying to do something good, and these stupid fucking actors are doing nothing but bashing what you're trying to accomplish. They're trying to get in the way of your goal. That should speak volumes to you. Disney, you're another one. Your parks are a disarray. Your money is almost gone. And you know something? You do nothing to correct or even give these people a hand slap and tell them to not do this or even involve it in their contract. This needs to end, and it needs to end fast and now. Or you're going to lose Star Wars fans. A great more number of them. The Last Jedi cut us in half. You'll have that other half, but you'll never make the amount of money anticipated by Disney with their purchase of Lucasfilm. Realize what you did, Pedro, because it's disgusting calling people Nazis. Maybe open up a history book and learn what Nazis did to a certain select group of people in concentration camps, man. One of the most horrific, disgusting, deadly, devilish things in our human history. And you use that word so loosely because we have a difference of opinion politically. You monitor people like Josiah, Jeremy. Why don't you monitor your own house, man? Because it's disgusting. And you're wrong. And you need to apologize. Period.